guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going house and apartment hunting. So I'm going to start off by getting ready, washing my face, brushing my teeth, doing my skincare, my makeup, and my hair, and then changing. So basically, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about moving and stuff while I get ready. So I have lived in my parents' house my whole life, and today is the day that I'm going to start house hunting and apartment hunting because I'm not sure if I want to move in an apartment or into a house. So I'm going to look at my options and we'll see what I choose. So yeah, I'm currently just doing my makeup, and yesterday I put my hair in heatless curls, so let's see if they worked. Oh my goodness, it turned out so cute. So now I can go change and then I can leave. Alright guys, here's a quick outfit of the day. I have a matching set from Lululemon. My shoes are from Hoka. I have Nike socks on. My necklace is from Van Cleef. I just have my Apple Watch and my AirPod Maxes on from Apple. Alright, then I headed down to the kitchen, and the plan was to eat at home, but we literally need to go grocery shopping, so I just decided to go and get food out like I always do. I just stopped at the bakery and I got myself a croissant, and then I walked next door and I got a coffee, and it was so good I cannot function without caffeine. Alright you guys, we are at location 1. This is house number 1. I loved the exterior. The exterior was gorgeous. It was almost like calling my name, which is why I toured this home. Walking in, you have this beautiful kitchen. I was obsessed with it. It was so big, so modern. It had all the necessities. It had a big fridge. And then over here, there was a nice little dining table. There was a huge living room with a really cute fireplace and a big TV. I am in love with this big concept staircase, and I love how many, paintings there are. And here's just a normal laundry room. Nothing special to it, except it is very large. And this is a master bedroom. I love this mirror. Very modern. The bathroom was not my favorite. I mean, it's okay, but there's really nothing special that called my name. But I did like this closet. It had a really nice, big mirror. And then, checking out the backyard, a big thing for me is it had to have a pool. And if it didn't have a pool, then I wasn't going to get it. But I really did like this backyard, so I might have made an exception. It just depended on how the upstairs looked and if it was nice or not. So let's go check it out. And I loved this office. It's gorgeous. Look at the high ceilings, the paintings everywhere. I can make this homey. And then here is a little guest bedroom, but I don't have any girls. This is not a guest bedroom. This is supposed to be a regular bedroom. Walking in here is just a bathroom. And then in here is a nursery. Now there's no guest bedroom, which is why I decided to not get this house, and I don't have any kids. Alright guys, moving on to house number 2. I'm in love with this exterior. It's so modern, it's so cute, and it meets all my expectations. And then in the entrance, there's a little console, and here is a master bedroom. This is gorgeous. The TV is so big, and there is this mirror, which I'm obsessed with. Think of the full body mirror selfies. Those would be so cute. Moving on to the kitchen. Look how big, spacious, and modern this kitchen is. There's so much space. The fridge is huge. And then right beside it is the laundry room, which I think is really cool. Everything's next to each other and really easy accessible. And then there's this living room, which the TV is so big. I can already imagine my movie nights in here or in my room. And then the part I've been waiting for, the backyard. There's a huge pool, meaning it's automatically a maybe. So yeah, and look at this patio, the little campfire. Going upstairs, let's see if the upstairs meets expectations. First room is a guest bedroom, which is good. There's a guest bedroom, that's all I need. And then there is a balcony, and here is a bathroom. So here, it's nice if I have my friends over, they have a bathroom, and look how big that shower is. And there's a get ready with me vanity next to the closet, which I think is so nice. And then next door, there's just a bathroom. It is very modern and easily accessible. And then there's a room. Imagine if I ever have kids in the future, they will be over there. And there's a balcony over here that overlooks the backyard. There's this console thing, and then there's a nursery, and there's even a changing area. It's nice to have a nursery just in case I ever have a kid. I think that would be so sweet. This room is so cute. And this meets my expectations. This is a very high chance of saying yes, but let's keep exploring houses. Alright, you guys, now moving on to house number 3. This was really nice and cozy. It was giving farm vibes. Walking in, I like the ring camera. You can see the outside. Definitely safer. In the entrance, there's an office with so much stored space. I could already imagine myself working here. Then moving in, along in the house, there is a nice laundry room, which I like. And then there's a living room with a nice cozy campfire, which I like. And then there is a little sitting area. The kitchen is so big. It's literally so pretty, and the fridge is big. There's a little sitting area and the pantry. And then there's a door that actually leads outside. That leads to the garage and everything. Now walking in here, the master bedroom has a baby crib, and I don't have any kids, so this is not gonna work for me. And I just wasn't a fan of the colors, to be honest. So that was something that really threw me off. There's actually another living room. I couldn't find the door to the backyard anywhere. It's because it's behind the couch. And look how big this TV is. I had to go all the way from here. There's a garage. None of these have had a garage yet. There's a pool, but it makes the backyard crowded. So I just decided to leave and not even look at the upstairs because number 1, I don't have kids. Number 2, it was just not something I could see myself living in. So yeah, let's just move on to the next house and pray it's better than this one. Alright, you guys, here is house number 4. This is the smallest one out of all of them, and it's the coziest. It's really modern and stuff, but I was not a fan of the colors whatsoever. Okay, this was okay. There's a high ceiling. Something about this definitely screamed modern, but I just wasn't a fan of the brown. Here is an office. The laundry room is just kind of dull and boring. And then after we move on to the garage, and across from the garage is actually the bedroom, which I think is kind of not safe. But there's a literal sitting area with a giant TV and a massive bed. The bedroom's big. There's a closet. This is a perfect master bedroom, and there's a balcony or a door out to the backyard. And then here's the bathroom. I hated it. I hated the colors and everything. Not a fan. But the backyard was by far my favorite thing. Look at that grill. So cute. The ceilings were so high. There was so much space in that corner over there. I could add my own decorations. The pool, guys. The pool was so big. And look at this campfire. Are you kidding me? Look how big this pool is. It's ginormous. And there's even a hot tub, which is even better. More lounge chairs or tanning chairs. You can do whatever. And there's a balcony. So let's move on upstairs. Upstairs is all guest bedrooms. If you wanted to invite a family over, here is a parent's room. You can make it, or just for your friends. This could be a guest bedroom. And then a balcony, which connects to the other room, which I think is really cool. So it could be one family. And then here is a kid's room if anyone's ever over. And there's a balcony with the mountain view. Look how pretty that view is. And also you get a view of the ocean, which I think is really, really cool. Then there's just a bathroom, and that's it for this house. Okay, that's all the houses we've toured. Now let's move on to the final house, which is an apartment. So it's not even a house, it's an apartment. Walking in, it is gorgeous. I love the entrance. You get a bathroom, super modern, super nice. And then there's a laundry room. This is beautiful. I actually am glad there's a laundry room because not that many apartments actually have laundry rooms. Some of them, you have to go to a laundromat for. And then over here is just my bedroom, or it would be my bedroom, I guess. And it's really pretty. There's a mirror, a closet, and the bathroom's really nice and really modern. Here's the guest bedroom. Simple. The closet space is huge, and there's a little desk area. Moving along, there's a little dining table at the living room. So pretty. The kitchen is so big, and the balcony has this beautiful ocean view. And now I'm going to tell you which house I've decided, or apartment, you don't know. So the place that I'm going to be living in is house number 2. I fell in love with this house, and I was debating so hard between the apartment and this house, but I really was in love with this house, and I felt like it was a better thing to live in than the apartment, which is why this is my brand new home. Stay tuned for some new settling in vlogs and moving vlogs, a few days of my life moving. Just wait till you see that content because it is coming very, very soon. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I love you all, besties, and have an amazing day or night. Bye, guys. Subscribe. Ever since the day that you went away.